Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl, LaDonna Raeh on the LaDonna Raeh Show. Hey, you know what? When you tap in with us, we connect you to the best show in the metaverse, the universe, and all of the like. Check this out. Talking to content creators from all over the world, whether they're virtual, in person, regular folks. I'm talking to content creators. What does that mean? People who make content. Duh. What yeah. People who make content, but not just any content, the good kind. Please, I want to give you an opportunity to really enjoy our next guest. Yeah. Soak it in. Soak it in. Like it's hot in Chicago and I could really use a little bit of rain. Yeah. Uh, but not just any rain. Y'all give it up for Ariel Reign.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? That was an amazing introduction, by the way. That was great.
Wow. You know, I didn't even rehearse it. I was just so nervous having you on our show. Welcome to the LaDonna Raeh Show, Ariel Reign.
Thank you for having me. Why were you nervous? I'm a vibe. I'll
Because
just be chilling, you know?
I don't want to mess up. You know, I get like that sometimes. Like today feels like a mess up day. I'm just joking.
Oh, I'm like, oh no.
Yes. So please tell us where did your inspiration come from? Now I know a lot of people have seen you on American Idol, just so you know. I'm not trying to steal your thunder. Okay. But American Idol is a big deal. I remember packing up my kids, planning to go to American Idol and reading the rules. And get this, I was too old.
Oh yeah, they have like an age limit. I think it's like 28 or something. I don't know what it is now.
Well, at the time I was going, I was 28 and the age limit was
Wow.
26.
Wow.
Yep. And by the time they raised it to 28, I was 30.
Dang. Bogus.
Bogus. I feel like it was just like they were targeting me. But back to you, girl. Tell us about yourself. Tell us, let the LaDonna Raeh Show listeners know who you are and what's on point with you.
So I'm a singer, a songwriter, and an all-around creative. Of course, I have green hair, so I'm bringing you vibes, good energy, love, nature, wealth, all those things. A little bit about my background. I was born with hearing loss, so I wear hearing aids in both my ears. And but God called me to sing. And so I've been a walking paradox, oxymoron, a miracle, whatever you want to call it, my whole life. And I've always found refuge in music. Music was my friend. Music was able to hold me. And always found refuge in God too. And they kind of coexisted. Like worship was my way out. And so now, being the age that I am, I'm originally from Chicago. I moved in December, and now I live in Memphis. And I'm a resident artist on Bill Street. And I perform all around Memphis downtown, and I've been able to do singing full time. And I'm traveling across the U.S. sharing my voice. So I was in Atlanta first. Now I'm in Memphis. I'm gonna be in L.A., then Austin, and then by this time next year, being overseas and performing out there at the festivals in Europe and stuff. And so it's been a really cool journey already, and I'm totally enjoying myself. Definitely.
I just love what you said about how you have a challenge there, but you overcame it. And
Yeah.
I thought of what you just said was definitely right, but not definitely because you're not fully deaf.
No,
See,
so I have a
yeah.
moderate hearing loss in both ears. So my hearing loss is characterized by not being able to hear speech or not being able to decipher speech. And the doctors told my parents that I wouldn't be able to communicate. Like with my condition, I'm not supposed to be able to talk at all or even sing at all. Like they said that I wouldn't be able to survive like this. Like they spoke very negatively, like my prognosis, diagnosis, whatever you call it. But God is a miracle worker.
We're gonna
He
call it a
just
lie.
is.
It wasn't even a diagnosis, it was a lie.
It was a lie. It just doesn't. I mean, I've always spoken up for myself. I am the advocate. I'm going to say it and mean it and not be shy about it. Always wanted to be on stage. Always wanted to perform. Always loved getting up there and singing at church. Like I became a worship leader at 8 years old. I was young, but I had the heart for it. And I just loved it. I just loved being on stage. I loved sharing myself. Loved connecting with people. Loved it my whole life.
What was it like headlining on the at the House of Blues? You know, the House of Blues is a big deal. I've been there
Yeah.
so many times. I'll never forget going to see Mint Condition, Raheem Devon, and so many others. And it's always standing room only, but people don't mind standing when they're seeing great talent like yourself.
Yeah.
What was it
Yeah,
like
it
being?
was I was at Columbia College Chicago and I was enrolled there as a student and I had started a band called The Contradictions, me and my music partner. And I was like, we're gonna headline at the House of Blues. We're gonna do it. I just kept saying it, kept saying it, kept saying it. And sure enough, through a program at Columbia, we were able to headline that event that was at the Chicago House of Blues. And it was a very unforgettable experience. All of my family was able to come. And we covered songs, we covered Prince, and we just had a really, really, really good time. And that was like life changing. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this forever. Period. I'm gonna do it forever.
Or for hours? For hours,
And
hours.
Dallas, and Dallas.
You sound better than I do, that's for sure. So you look relaxed. I mean, why? How is it that you're able to relax and be this this Ariel Reign, which sounds so amazing. I love the sound of Ariel Reign.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank
but
you. I'm glad.
you're so woosah relaxed. What's your secret?
I've been talking about how like in the hustle and grind culture, it's hard to rest. And I'm like, I gotta respect the Sabbath because I mean, like I was testifying in church. I was like, y'all, I ain't sat down in like 20 days. I'm like, that's not healthy. So I went and I got a massage today, and I went to this place. It looked a little shady. The lady couldn't speak English. I didn't mind. I'm like, you don't gotta. Okay, whatever. She's using a translator to talk to me, and she tells me go to the table and lay down. That's literally all she said. I'm like, okay. So I have my dress on.
You gotta be
I
careful at
lay down.
those places, Ariel. You gotta be careful.
You said right. And so I lay down and the lady holds the oil at me like you can't have on clothes while you have if you want me to rub you down with this oil. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, you know what, Lord, I trust you. It's okay. And so I lay down on the table or whatever. Of course, take my dress off. I'm laying there. Best massage I've ever had in my life. Best massage.
Yeah, you
Best
gotta
massage. I some of the stuff she did, I was kind of like, but it was still the best massage I ever had.
not there,
It was
not
a little questionable.
there. Don't
It was a
touch
little
there.
questionable.
Yeah, you know, you gotta
Yeah, I was kind of
read
like,
like,
is
we're not
this
looking for a happy
normal?
ending. We're just looking to be
Yeah, no, it wasn't happy ending ish, but it was definitely no shyness. Other people are like, and I'm just gonna, go down to the lower back. She didn't say nothing. She just went for it. I'm like, girl, you know, they can get a little aggressive sometimes. I don't know what it is. I'm like,
you know,
what's
you
up?
really should write a song about it. Like the experience of being disarmed. That's the
Yeah,
name of it, Ariel. Oh my
that
God.
was some disarm the experience.
Right? Next thing you know,
Yeah,
you'll be in the massage parlors all over the country. Disarmed.
that sounds terrifying. I'm like, Lord have mercy. And you know what? She was so funny because I was at the Starbucks next door and I just showed up. And she put in a translator after I paid her and I gave her a really good tip. And she was like, oh, thank you. And then she put in there, she was like, next time call me because I'm busy. And just went back up the stairs. I was like, wow, that is
Yeah,
so
it's a
rude.
culture thing. I don't think
Yeah,
so weird. Like they're not trying to be rude, but when they say I'm busy, they don't think that they're saying anything rude. They're just letting you know that it gets busy. I think. Okay,
right.
so
She didn't mean any
yeah,
harm. She was just like, call me next time. I'm busy. Like, okay, I
right.
got you. I'm gonna call you. I forgot
Yeah,
what
they
her
don't
name was.
realize.
Christine? That was her name, Christine. Shout
Was
out
it
to
Christine?
Christine, the
Yeah, shout
masseuse.
out Christine. Woohoo! Yeah, she did say. Yeah. Now was that in Chinatown? I'm being racist right now.
It was in Midtown Memphis. So it was in like a
Oh,
nice area.
oh, that's
It
right. You
wasn't,
you left us. You left us.
yeah.
you're performing on Bill Street now. Yeah, you're not
Yes.
doing Chicago's weather. No wonder you
Mm-mm.
can relax. That is so unfair. Yeah.
Yeah, because you got on the sweater like it's cold, like a long sleeve. Is it cold at home right now?
No, I just did, this is what was clean. Okay, this is what I put on
I
because
feel you.
it was ironed.
Hey,
But yeah, um, wow. Next time I'll wear a short sleeve. You're right.
no, it's okay. I'm sorry. I'm so
No, it's
sorry.
okay. Well, let's talk about your single, "So Close."
Okay,
All
I
right.
love
So
my
tell us
single.
about that. What was the journey through that? What inspired it? What was it like writing this song, singing it, performing it? Come on, let's talk about this.
So close is very close to my heart. I don't mean that to be, but I wrote it after American Idol because I was dealing with disappointment. And I had gotten fed up with abandoning myself in the midst of disappointment. And so after American Idol, I had to go back. I was working at Cracker Barrel at the time, actually. And I was working
Wait,
in
wait, wait. Did
retail.
you get the recipe to the biscuits? Cause girl,
I saw them make it, but no, I
oh,
never got the recipe.
all
I
right,
did see
carry
them make
on.
it. And not all biscuits are created equal. There was
Oh,
one person in there that make a biscuit that make you want to slap your mama. Everybody else, it was regular. But don't get me started on food because one thing, Chicago food, once you leave Chicago, you always want food from home. That's a big problem that I have. But Memphis food is delicious though. But it's not like home. It's not like
it's
home.
right. It's a lot of okay.
It's
I
not
got
like
family
home.
down there, so carry on. You were saying
Right.
you were
Where was
working at
I at?
Cracker Barrel, Cracker
Right. I
Barrel.
was at Cracker Barrel at Cash. Right. And I asked myself, like out loud, because it was empty. I was like, are you always going to leave me when things get hard? That's what I said to myself. And it
To your
almost took me
cash?
aback.
Or you said it to yourself or the cash?
I said it to myself at the cash stand. So at the register. That's where I was working. They call it cash at Cracker Barrel,
Yeah.
but it's to register. And so I went in the drawer. Are you confused?
No, I'm just like, that's deep. That's profound. I'm thinking about, I'm gonna ask the cash if it's always gonna leave me. Are you
Right.
always gonna leave me? I've got some in my hand. Are you always gonna
Are you
leave me?
always going to leave me when things get
This was
hard?
mortgage money though. Yeah.
And so I went in the drawer and there was a stack of post-it notes. And I wrote the song on 3 post-it notes. It came to me just like that. So close did. And I ran to the studio after that, rather the next day, and I told the composer, I'm like, this is how I want the piano chords to sound. And I went and I did like a rough draft and kind of sat with the song. And then in February, so I wrote the song in December of that of what is that 2019, 2020 February. um, I went and recorded it. I went and actually finished it because I won international singing competition on Clubhouse. And after I won that competition, I ended up winning a TV show. So I got a distribution deal to have a TV show on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, Android TV. And my debut episode was a full visual album. And so that's how So Close came to be, the So Close that you hear today. That's when I sat down and recorded it. And it was just a triumph song. After I sang the song, and I told myself that I wouldn't leave me, I was able to forgive myself. And forgiving myself has led to me being able to live out loud and living in liberty. And I want all of us to do that. I want all of us to live in liberty and forgive and move on.
How do we get to that point? Because we always say, if you notice that even with the news, there's a lot of hearts and prayers going on. We always say, kumbaya, let's forgive. But where does that start, in your opinion?
Um, I think forgiveness starts with the truth. And I mean, like, the truth that sets you free, not like that fake truth. Like, we've been talking about that a lot at my church. Like, like the enemy or negativity will try to give you a truth, but the truth told in the wrong spirit is a lie. The truth told in the wrong spirit is a lie. And the truth told in the right spirit is the spirit that'll set you free, the God truth. And when we step into the God truth about a situation, or we get real with ourselves and we have a level of humility, then we're able to forgive ourselves. So I think having truth and humility together is where forgiveness starts. And then not
Wow.
taking things so personally. You know, we take people so personal. We take ourselves personal. Everything's so oh my God, what was me? And it's like you're either gonna have a victim or a victor mindset. You can't do both. You cannot do both.
This is
So
true. And even deeper than that, it's like within you can't win if you ain't right within. But at the
yeah.
same time, that is so true. No matter where it came from, it is so true. I'm glad you said that because now you have your TV show, Ariel Reign, almost there. Like almost
Yeah.
there. Tell us
Hmm.
about that after you tell us your experience on American Idol. I know a lot of people look at American Idol and they say, "Oh my God, I'm going to be famous because I'm going to get on American Idol." But what are some things that you had to go through to get where you were when it comes to American Idol or when it came to American Idol? What were some challenges that you had with American Idol so that
I
everybody
think
kind of understands?
the biggest challenge about American Idol was being taken from your comfort place or your home place where that rooting is and then being put in an environment that you're not familiar with and then having a camera in your face. That to me was like, and I was shocked because I've been on many stages and had done many performances, but it's different when it's lights camera action and then you have to go. Like that to me was very jarring, and I was like, I'm 24 now. I think I went on American Idol when I was like 20, 21ish maybe. I don't know how old I was. But I mean, just the level of growth that I have now and the maturity that I have now, like I'd be prepared for it. But I don't think I was prepared for the mental part of doing the TV show at the time. I think people forget. I don't like we're everybody, you got to think. I was top 166 out of 20,000 people.
That's
So you got to
huge.
think. That's big. Like that's really big. And when that stares you in the face, sometimes you can feel like an imposter or if you're not rooted in who you are for real. That's what I'm saying, that truth down on the inside of you, you got to be rooted in that thing. Because when it comes to lights, camera, action, or you're being judged, or people are pulling you in this direction and saying you should do this and saying you should do that, you gotta know you. You gotta know you. And I think that was the biggest challenge. Like the hardest part about American Idol was the mental part of it. Mental, not knowing, the unknown, and still being yourself. Still, oh, my bubbly personality. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? 2 hours of sleep, 17-hour days. You know, like that was crazy. That was like really crazy. One of the best experiences of my life. Very pivotal moment for me. Very humbling. Made some really great connections and just being around that love for music. Like the top 166 of season 3 of the new American Idol, I call it the new American Idol. They are so talented and love music so much. And everybody had such a camaraderie and we loved connecting with one another. And I feel like that might be sometimes what people miss on TV because it still is a competition. But really, you're really battling yourself at the end of the day. You're really battling yourself.
It's like you become your own competition, right?
Yes, the
Yeah.
battlefield of the mind. The
Wow.
battlefield of the mind.
I interviewed Rachel Lamar from American Idol and Deborah Garner, and
Hmm.
they had very different experiences based on the seasons that they were affiliated with. And I just
Hmm.
think that when you go through this, it's a personal journey, no matter what the show is. Yes, the show is very consistent, but your personality, like who you are, is really
Hmm.
what determines the experience that you have
One
with American.
thousand percent.
Yeah.
1000%. Like I met some crazy people. I met some not crazy people. Like I like some people. I'm like, you're insane. Oh my god. Like, and it's just being an artist. Like that level of artistry. It's like it's viral. Like being around that, it like charges up your gift. It's like, man, like look at how they sang this and look at those stylizations. Like I was so inspired. Like being on American Idol was so inspiring. Like at my audition, Lionel Richie got up and clapped for me. He gave me a standing ovation. And he said, no matter where you go or what you do, you're going to be successful. He was like, in this and outside of this. He's like, you just have it. You can't teach that. Like, you have it. You got it. And he gave me a hug. And I've always held on to that.
You got a hug from Lionel.
I know. I'm like, Lionel is a
Hello?
legend.
Is it me you're looking for? Well, I
Yes.
tell you what, LaDonna Rae listeners and watchers and viewers all around, you are listening and watching Ariel Reign on the LaDonna Rae show. She is from well, she started on, well, she didn't start. I don't want to say you started on American Idol because you've been singing before that.
Yeah.
But she's been on American Idol. She's got her own television show, Ariel Reign, Almost There. And it's on let's see, the networks like what?
KP
Netflix.
Media TV.
We're not right. We're not talking right. We're talking about Apple TV, Roku, Android TV, and you're releasing your So Close. I'm sorry, you've released your So Close single September
Yes.
21st of last year. So you guys should already be in tune. I'm your host, LaDonna Rae, and we are talking to Ariel Reign. This is such a treat. You are so amazing.
Thank
I have
you.
a cousin that is hard of hearing as well. She wears hearing aids. And when we
Don't
were
mind me.
young, yeah, but when we were young, she didn't have her hearing aids. So we
Hmm.
really grew, and I'm sorry to say, I'm just being real. I'm a straight shooter. We were frustrated because we
Yeah.
didn't know that she couldn't hear and she
Yeah.
wasn't forthcoming about it. So that was as kids. And then later, when she got her hearing aids, we understood that she was hard of hearing.
Hmm.
Her speech, her speech is every now and then you can tell that she's having trouble hearing herself.
Yeah.
But you and I'm trying, I want to choose my words properly because you speak so well.
Thank
Like
you.
I wouldn't know that
People say that all the time.
you know what I'm talking about. I
Yeah.
wouldn't know that you have hearing aids or a hearing impediment. I wouldn't know that at all. I have students that are harder hearing. I have cousins,
Hmm.
and there's a you can tell that there's that I need to be clear. That I need
Yeah.
I'm already starting to use
Enunciate.
my lips.
Yeah.
Right. I need to enunciate. But the funny thing
Yeah.
is I read lips also. But
Oh yeah, I have to.
I'm not in a hearing aid. I'm every time I go and get my hearing tested, they say I can hear. They do these tests, the little rub the two fingers together. It's offensive because I've
Oh
already
wow.
said that I can't hear in large environments where there's a lot of noise. I can't focus on what you're saying because
Yeah.
all the other noise takes over. Well,
Hmm.
they're like, well, either we can do this or that. And I'm like, man, healthcare sucks.
Yeah,
It
it
just
can.
does. Yes, it just
Like
does.
my parents suspected that I had hearing loss around 3, but they didn't confirm it until I was 5, and I had to go through a lot of testing, and some of it was a little traumatic, I would say. Like I remember it. Like they put me in like the MRI machine and they had to like tape my head down and like I'm a kid. Like that was crazy. But when I got my first pair of hearing aids, I was 5, and the lady put them in my ears, and I said, "Mama, I have superpowers." I was like, I can hear through the walls. And I thought I was the
Uh-oh.
only
Uh-oh.
person
Uh-oh. Hear through the walls like at
that could
night
hear
when
through the
mommy and
walls.
daddy are.
No, no, absolutely not. But we were in a doctor's office in the hospital, and there was a doctor's office right next door. And you got to think, we're in the hard of hearing like unit. So the doctor is speaking very loudly next door. And I couldn't hear that until I put my hearing aids on. Everybody could hear the doctor. But I thought I was the only one because I had something special. I didn't know that I had hearing loss growing up. Like I knew it, but it was never a factor. Like I was never around people with hearing loss. I went to regular school like everybody else. And of course I had like an IEP and I had like a hearing itinerant, but even that there was like a level of normalization. I was still able to talk, I still sang, I still was a worship leader at church. And it's like my parents never gave me any excuses and they never instilled in me to think that I was less than. Because and so even when someone's like, oh, like like, you have a condition. I'm like, what condition? I'm like, oh, right. And I forget I have hearing loss until I can't hear somebody. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, oh, right. Yeah, I wear hearing aids. Can you speak up for me, please? Or I can't read your lips. Can you, speak up for me, please? So, yeah. And even like when I did get around other people with hearing loss, it was such a weird experience for me because everybody around me could hear. Now, my younger brother has hearing loss as well. So it's just us two, but his is significantly better than mine. So it wasn't like he struggled with anything. And then my youngest brother, he has dimples. Like he can hear just fine. So we're just like,
You said he has dimples.
right, like you got dimples and a really nice smile. Nothing's wrong with your ears. You can see really good. Nothing's going on with you. So, yeah, having hearing loss is really, honest to God, my superpower. It, it, when I'm ever having a hard time or I feel discouraged, I think back on how hard I had to fight for this.
All my life, I had to fight.
Right. That's what it feels like though. Like people thought I was crazy. Like you're gonna be a professional singer? Like that's what you wanna do? It's like, yeah. Yeah, I do.
Did that make it? Did you get adversity for that? Did you get pounded? Did people try to discourage you from singing simply because you had hearing loss?
I would say peers, not my family or people who actually knew me. Like if anything, they encouraged me. And it's like I heard a video of myself when I was like 8 years old and I was like, holy crap, that's what y'all had to listen to? I was like, oh no.
How you spoke? Is that what you mean?
No, I was singing. I had a Disney singing game on the PlayStation 3 and it was the High School Musical, like Disney Sing It, and it was just so bad. I was like, wow, like y'all just had to endure until I learned. And voices have to be cultivated and the muscles and breath pressure and putting stuff together. But until I learned how to do that, baby, I was just going for it,
Wait,
top
let
of
me
my
write this
lungs.
down. Let me write this down. You said breath pressure and okay, I'm trying to take notes because one day I'm gonna sing. Okay, one day.
Yes, yes.
Well, once again, you guys, you're watching the LaDonna Rae Show. I'm LaDonna Rae, and we are talking to Ariel Reign, who has a new single out. You better catch up with this girl because she's taken off. Her new single is called "So Close," so close, right?
So close, yeah.
I believe it's available on all streaming platforms. Am I saying
It
this right?
is. It's available on all streaming platforms and it's available for purchase on Bandcamp. And if you go to my website, arielreign.com, you'll be able to find all this information.
All right. Well, it is time for the hardest part of this interview. I know that you probably been comfortable, right? A little comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit. Well, it's time to make you uncomfortable.
How? Oh my goodness. What we
Yep.
about to do?
Yep. Yeah. It's going down. It's more uncomfortable than being at a Walmart with people with no masks on. It is more uncomfortable than worrying about how you're going to get to your birthday when you're running late. It is more uncomfortable than those two scenarios. Are you ready?
Sure. Let's do
She
it.
said, sure. It's called Random Ass Questions right here on the LaDonna Rae Show with Ariel Reign.
Oh
Now,
Lord.
just because you were in the church and everything and you're wholesome girl, I'll let you know a little secret. I'm
Okay.
saying random ask questions. Yeah.
Random ask. Oh, okay. I thought you did say the A word. I mean, I ain't
I
gonna
know,
fault
I
you.
know. I know everybody thinks that that's what I'm saying, but depending on the guest that I'm interviewing, it can be either one. Okay. All right. First random ask question right here to Ariel Reign. Don't forget to jump on her single that she released September 21st of 2021. So you're a little bit late. Okay. So get with it. Get with the program. It's called So Close. It's on all streaming platforms. And she also mentioned that it is on Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.
I I
Yes.
I remember Bandcamp. All right. So go
Yes.
to bandcamp.com and get it. All right. So here you go. Would you rather have no siblings or
Hmm.
10 siblings? No siblings or 10 siblings?
10.
Why?
Uh, I love my siblings, so to not have them would be very sad.
So how many do you have right now?
3.
And you would
All
take 7 more.
brothers.
So you would take 7 more.
I mean, yeah, so I could at least have a sister. That'd be great. No.
What if it's all boys though? Like all boys.
And then I might have to go with no. I'm good. No, just playing.
Well, brothers are protective. I kind of like that, you know?
Yeah, I have one
Um,
older and 2 younger. So, like, I'm one of the oldest. So I just feel like I would just have to take care of a whole bunch of people. Ugh. But I
yeah.
would still take them rather than not have them. I love them so much. I don't know
Oh,
why they're like drag racing on my street. Please ignore that. I don't know what they're
it's
doing.
it's okay. It lets us know that there's action in Memphis. All right. Our
Yes.
next random ass question is: would you rather be able to teleport or read minds?
Teleport. I do not want to read your mind. I'm good. People say enough. They say enough.
I think I would want to tele-read minds.
Tell her read? No. You know, like honestly, you get up out of bed, you can make it to your meeting. You can go grocery shopping. You can sing your song. Just be there. Be there at B Square.
But what if every time you teleported, it shaved years off of your life?
I love the Lord. I'll be all right. No.
So you just like convenience, convenience, okay? Convenience, convenience.
Convenience.
I
Why?
get it.
I think reading people's minds would be a disadvantage. I really don't want to know. I don't want to know. People are the stuff
Can
that
you try
people
to read my mind
say.
right now? Can you read my mind right now? I can read your mind,
Are
babe.
you hungry?
Yes. But
That's so
everybody's
bad.
hungry at 7:42.
I don't know. I mean, I'm probably a little hungry. Maybe I was projecting.
Yeah, you were. That was definitely a projection.
I think I was projecting.
Yes, you were. All right. Well, our final random ass question right here with Ariel Reign is hmm, what is your least favorite smell?
My least favorite smell? Oh my God, vomit.
What does that smell like? Well, I guess
Just
it smells like vomit.
just smelling somebody's vomit makes me like queasy.
Does it
Or
make
like
you vomit?
I feel like I would want to. Like I just can't take it. Like I could deal with anything else. I could deal with seeing blood. I could deal with all the other stuff. But vomit, the smell of it, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I have like an
Hey,
aversion to it. I can't even me, like I rarely have vomited in my life. But if I ever do, I feel like I'm dying. I call on God because it's that bad. I hate it. And my nose is so strong because of the hearing loss. Like I could smell like a random flaming hot under the couch somewhere. Like that's how good my nose is.
and I was gonna ask you that because when I looked confused, you picked up on it. You were like, "Are you confused?" It was instant for you, and I know I
Yeah.
felt like my face was going in that direction. I have 5,001 facial expressions, and you picked up on that.
Yeah, because I'm just very observant and I pay attention and I can smell everything and I'm sensitive to sensations and so like vomit is the worst, like one of the worst ones. Or like somebody's body odor, like down there. That's really bad.
Oh, that is bad. What is like a weird smell that you enjoy? That I'm
A
supposed to be done
weird
with these
smell.
random questions, but because of
I
your
love it though. I love it.
yes,
Um, a weird. I don't know if it's necessarily weird. I love books, the way they smell, like pages of a new book. Like that new book smell. I love that.
she said new
Um,
book smell, not new car smell.
no, the new car smell is no,
It's
no.
leather and
Or the
plastic.
way that newborn babies smell,
They
like a
smell like
newborn
vomit.
baby. No, they don't.
Before they're cleaned up, yes, they do. I've had 4 of them.
Right. Well, no, like just a baby. Just like that new baby scent or like a baby, like how babies smell.
That is
I just
all
love
Johnson and
babies.
Johnson, Ariel. That is Johnson and Johnson products. It's not the baby.
I think I like it sometimes maybe like gas. Gas can smell good
I
sometimes.
do like the smell of gas. Isn't that weird? Like, I don't like the cost
No.
of gas, but I like the smell of gas.
I downloaded an app today to get like 19 cent knocked off my gas. So that was cool. Cause I was
Yeah.
tired. I'm
How much is
tired.
gas in Memphis right now?
450.
We wish. It's like 5.99 here in Chicago.
I just wouldn't
Almost
drive.
like 6.49 here.
649 where?
In
What part of Chicago?
Chicago, the South Side, okay, along the
South
lines of
Side?
the expressway. I need to look this up actually because I literally crossed the border and go to Indiana to get my gas.
As you should. And it's probably still expensive there.
It
Wow.
is. It is.
$6?
Yeah, but I haven't smelled it lately because I don't think people are spilling it because it's so high.
No, people have been saying that, and they're saying that you can't smell the gas, like there's not enough gas in gas. It's all types of stuff. Don't get me
Not
started.
enough
Don't quote
gas
me.
and gas. Yeah, yeah.
Don't like they're
So
putting too much ethanol in it or something, whatever that means.
or corn syrup. I don't know what it is, but I also like the smell of fresh cut grass.
You do?
I do.
I don't like that. I don't know. I don't think I have an opinion about it. I don't think I have an opinion.
So you don't like the smell of who doesn't like the smell of grass?
I said I don't. I'm indifferent. I don't
How
like
are
it or
you
dislike it.
indifferent? You gotta pick a side, honey.
I'm gonna go with indifferent. That's the
You're
side.
you're still at indifferent.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
at indifferent. Like I have to think about it. I don't want to lie. Be like, yeah, I like the smell of cut grass when I don't. I probably don't.
Okay, okay. Here's a weird one for you.
Okay.
When have you ever gotten your hair blow dried out and straightened?
Yes, I love that smell.
You like that? I like that smell because it
Like when
makes
the
me
wind
feel like
blows
I
and
got
you
my
can
hair
smell
done.
that beauty salon.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Yes.
all it is burnt hair.
Yeah, it's great.
It
It,
really
it,
is.
it feels like self care. Like when you
It
smell
does.
that, you feel
Yes.
taken care of. There's
It's
something
crazy
about it
how
that makes you feel at home.
I think we're nutty. Like I think we are nutty
You
for
say you
real.
think we're nutty?
I think we are.
I like the smell of new sneakers.
I haven't gotten any in a while, so I
That's
forgot.
okay. I mean, really, I mean, we didn't wear them out during the pandemic, so everybody should have another good year to wear their shoes. Nobody was wearing them.
This is funny. This is so good. Well, I tell you what, guys, thank you so much for sitting with us today, Ariel Reign. We have been just really looking forward to talking to you and having you
Thank
on the
you.
LaDonna Ray show. I was super excited, and I still am because I feel like we're sisters.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Yeah.
big sis or auntie. I'm just a little bit
We
older
can
than
go with big sis. I feel
big
like we could
sis.
talk about the way things smell for hours.
I know. I feel like I could have brought up a few more things because these are fetishes. I mean, I'm just like, it's weird what smells good to me. You know what I mean? So I'm so glad you shared that with me because I thought that we would be on the same page with the grass, and we're not. So that's where
I
we.
just, when I think of grass, I think of itching. And I think that's why I can't enjoy the smell.
Okay, I'll let you pass with
I think
that.
of like allergies. I think of pollen. And that to me, that doesn't sit right with me. I don't think I can enjoy that. You know what I mean?
Well, what do you smell with so close? You're single.
I don't know why soap came to mind. Like
Wow, what
cleansing.
kind of soap? Dove,
Um,
Fabergé,
well, the soap
lavender.
that they make with all the herbs and stuff in it. So like chamomile and mint, with
Oh,
like a little bit of sage. Like I'm into soap. Like I could go all into that. Like I love
okay.
soap. I'm always
So
looking for a better and a new soap, like body wash or a nice soap bar, stuff that promotes healthy skin, healthy
soap
hair.
on a
I'm into
rope.
that.
Soap on a rope.
Soap
You
on a
ever
rope.
seen soap on a rope?
No.
Oh my god, I feel so old. So back in the day, there used to be soap on a rope. It was a rope inside of the soap, and you could just hang it up. That was before body wash.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
like, why?
I'm going too deep. Okay. So I want to listen to your single while I'm gonna run my bubble bath, but
Okay.
now I want to have chamomile bubble bath while I
Yes.
listen to So Close.
Or Epsom salt.
Epsom salt's for old people.
No, it's not.
You use Epsom salt? Why?
Why? It's relaxing. I like baths. Or like if I've been performing and I have on heels and stuff and like anything feels like it wants to swell or any type of like lower back discomfort, I'll like soak in Epsom salt. And they have like mint and chamomile. They have like the sleepy time. All yes.
Epsom salt versions?
Yes.
Where have I
Yes.
been? Where are you getting this?
Self-care, like I'm a self-care girl. Like I like, like balms and I'm earthy. I like that kind of stuff. I'm into it.
I love it. This is so good. Let everybody know. I'm gonna thank you for being on this show one more time, or as they say, one more again. And then I want you to let everybody know where to get your So Close and where to follow you. Okay, don't forget.
Okay.
You want people to follow you on social media, and you want people to
Yes.
get the So Close single so that they can truly, truly support you. And go.
Yes. So, guys, thank you so much for having me. You can follow me at Ariel Reign Music on Instagram and TikTok. Ariel, like the mermaid, Ariel, Reign, Reign, music on Insta. You can visit my website, arielreign.com, to find my single, my music video, my TV show, how to contact me, all of my social media. Again, my single is called So Close by Ariel Reign, available on all streaming platforms, including YouTube, and you can purchase it at Bandcamp. The Bandcamp link is at the top of my website. Thank you so much for having me. Again, follow me, DM me. I would love to talk to you all. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, that was so awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being a part of the LaDonna Rae Show. And for me, I just want to say thank you to all of our guests as they come along. I want you guys to really support our guests. We interview content creators, and content creators create those platforms for you, or should I say the content that you need to read or listen to or watch. So don't think that the platforms are so successful without the content creators, such as Ariel Reign. You got
Good
to
point.
stay.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying. You got the spelling, you know where to find her, you know how to
Yes.
download her music. Please don't cop out. Okay. If you were an artist, I want you to be the listener you would like to have. Be
Nice.
the supporter you need in your life. So
Yeah.
Ariel Reign has a single. Be the supporter you would like to have in your life. Okay. Don't try to airdrop it and all that stuff. Go ahead and go to the platforms that she mentioned and pay to get those streams or those downloads. It's so important to keep our artists thriving because music always makes memories. Remember that. As I'm listening to So Close in my bubble bath with my chamomile, I think I'm going to pour me some chamomile tea and hopefully I
Yeah.
don't fall asleep in that tub and drown. Okay, so no, I won't do that. But
No,
I
just set up some Netflix on your laptop. That's the best.
I
And then
can
have
do that
something to
too.
drink.
No, I'm listening to your song. I'm not listening to Netflix. No.
Oh, that's
I'm
so
listening to So
sweet.
Close.
I didn't
Yes.
want you to fall asleep and die. That's
No,
why.
it's a soothing song, but that's okay. I want to
Thank
relax and
you.
I really need to decompress.
Thank you.
So
Have
I'm
me
so glad
blushing.
that yes. No. All right. High five to you. Come
Oh my
on.
gosh. Which way am I supposed to go? Because
It's
I'm
the other
mirrored.
way. This way. Here we go. And come on. Boom.
I
We
did
did it. It's so opposite, right?
Yeah, like what?
I know. I've got family in Memphis, so I will definitely be in touch with you. You keep doing what
Please.
you're doing. American
Yes.
Idol was just a springboard for you to do what you were already doing, honey. And I'm
Thank
really
you.
proud of you, and we were proud to have you on our show.
Thank you so much for having me. Y'all, shout out to her. Like you're a vibe. I loved it, enjoyed it, and I followed you on Insta. So yeah,
Thank
let's stay in
you.
contact.
Hey, check
Let's
out
do
my
it.
TikToks too. I think I'm kind of funny.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna look because I'll be on there. I'll be on the TikTok. No.
I when you I'm gonna find you on the TikTok too. Let's do this.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Nice.
I'll see you next time. Bye,
See you
Ariel
next time.
Ray. Wow, we just interviewed Ariel Reign, singer, songwriter, and artist. Actually, she has her own show. So it's not just her music, it is her presence. I felt her energy, and I hope you did too. In fact, I know you did too. But definitely follow Ariel Reign. She spelled it out for you. It's ARIEL REIGN, so that you can follow her music and her journey. She has just shared with us her experience, and that's something that no one can take from her. But I definitely want to see you guys follow her and stand behind her. We need this. Plus, she's from the Shy. That's right, Chicago, where I'm from. Because, I was born on an island. And those of you that know about Chicago, it's Stony Island. Yeah, yeah, Jackson Park Hospital. No worries. But you can always find me on the LaDonna Rae Show. Just subscribe to us on YouTube. Go to LaDonna Rae Show, and that's LaDonnaRaeh Show. And you can find us on TikTok. It's LaDonna Rae. And you go to my Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. Look for LaDonna Rae Show. And you know what? We on Clubhouse too. That's right. LaDonna Rae. That's all I got. If you want to be an artist featured on our show, hey, inbox me. I've got a little bit of an email, LaDonnaRaeShow@gmail.com. Bye bye for now. Peace.